Welcome back to A Happy Change. My name is Alex and I don't take Sertraline.
Wow!
When I first started this channel to document my use of antidepressants, really it was to keep me in check and make sure I was accountable during those first 2 weeks, because frankly I thought I was going to quit. That was a year ago, and since then my channel's grown beyond my wildest dreams, my wildest imagination, and found itself in a community of mental health advocates, people that, like you, who aren't afraid to talk about what's going on in their head and how they want to improve. And what's been really great is to see lots of people that started watching the channel a year ago to see their mental health improve in tandem, in parallel with my own. So this video is all about my decision to stop taking Sertraline. I'll talk about the reasons for that decision, alongside the process of withdrawal and any of the side effects that I experienced along the way. I'll also talk about my next steps in improving my own mental health and what the future is for this channel. So if you want to skip to those bits, as always, in the description you'll find the chapters. You can jump to the bit that interests you most and you don't have to look at my face for longer than you need to. Firstly, let's say I still have bad days. In fact, the last few weeks have thrown up so many bloody challenges that at times I thought I was premature in stopping the medication. Undoubtedly, the thing that's got me through is therapy, and I've talked about this in the start. Talking therapy is the single best thing that you can invest in if you want to improve your mental health. And I use Talkspace. It's all online. I use it for a mobile app and it's amazing. It means that I can contact a licensed therapist, my own, the same licensed therapist, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And as soon as they're available to, they'll reply to me. If you haven't sorted therapy out, please do give it a go. There is a link in the description that will save you about half on the first month. Give it a whirl, see if you like it. I get a little kickback from that, so it supports the channel as well. However, I do completely, fully recommend them as a therapy provider. It's been amazing so far and miles better than anything I've got free through the NHS. As much as I love the NHS, this is just a step above it. So my reasons for stopping Sertraline were pretty straightforward. I felt more in control of those emotional highs and lows that all humans face. Increasing my dose from 50 milligrams to 100 milligrams daily had really helped me get through that kind of bump I was feeling in lockdown. And I really had the urge to say, can I cope on my own? I am fully aware that curiosity killed the cat, but I really wanted to know, was all this progress that I'd made, was it part of me, or was it just a side effect of taking the medication? Could I separate the medication from myself and still feel in a positive space? That was the experiment. That was my curiosity. So with this in my head, I had to be really kind to myself. If I decided I was going to stop taking it, essentially what I had to do was think, if I struggle, if this doesn't work and I need to continue to take Sertraline, that is a failure of the experiment, not a failure of me. It would just mean maybe I need more time on the medication, and I was okay with that. So off I went to see my GP and had a chat with them, talked them through where I was at. They put me on 100 milligrams a few months before, so they were aware that I was having some increased challenges. However, having spoken to them, they were happy to start supporting me withdrawing from the medication. Together, we looked at a way of reducing over a couple of weeks from 100 milligram through 75 milligram and 50 milligram to 0, with opportunities along the way to check in and just make sure that things were going smoothly. And it was a relatively straightforward process, actually stopping the medication. I guess the thing that I didn't do, and I wouldn't necessarily recommend this, was I didn't tell anyone that I was not just lowering my dose, but stopping completely. I didn't announce it on the channel. I didn't talk to anyone in the Facebook group or anyone close to me, because I guess there was a sense to me, while I was kind to myself, that if I fail, I guess inevitably I would have felt some embarrassment if I'd announced I'm going Sertraline free and then found myself needing to start again. So I guess there's always that bit of anxiety inside of me of being a failure, but hey, I was going to give it a go. It was an experiment. I was going to see where it took me. I didn't feel any particular side effects from withdrawing from Sertraline, which was great, except anxiety, worry. I was really scared that after all of this, after a year of medication, once that kind of blanket came off, I was going to be exposed. That's a terrible analogy, but you know what I mean. That once the safety belt was off, I was going to go flying through the windscreen and not be able to control it. I was really worried about that, and that made it quite difficult because I wasn't 100% sure if the anxiety and the worry I was feeling was a side effect of withdrawing from the medication or a genuine concern that any person would have that they wouldn't be able to cope in a new circumstance. So I had to remind myself again, if I fail, I fail. I'll just start the medication again. My GP will be okay with that. They'll understand. I also hesitated making this video for some time, and that's why I've been a little bit quiet, because I didn't want to make a video that was an announcement about I'm off sertraline, only in a week or so later to be like, it's day 0 again. I wanted to be really clear and confident in myself that I had a couple of months clear of the sertraline, and that's the space I'm in now. It's been 2 to 3 months that I've taken my last dose, and things are going okay. I'm human, so I still suffer from bouts of anxiety or bouts of worry in the same way everyone does, but those kind of peaks and troughs aren't as extreme as they used to be, and that's really key for me. That was the worry, that I would go back into kind of sitting in my car crying or struggling to get out of bed. Like, those things don't happen anymore. The real game changer is combining it with therapy and taking that really seriously. So regardless of whether or not you use the Talkspace link in the description, or you're working with a therapist face-to-face or via Zoom, please make sure that you've got a talking therapy in place. Like, that's made the difference. I've had some really rough days, like I say, over the last few weeks, and they've been linked to kind of normal human experiences. So they're not things that I think, oh, I shouldn't be feeling anxious in this moment. They're things that are rational, but actually being able to talk it through with a therapist has made more difference to my life than a pill has. And I can't express how great it is to be able to pick up my phone 24 hours a day and message my therapist, shout out to Deandra, and just get feedback at their next available point. So what now? Obviously, I'm going to continue with therapy. I'm going to be kind and observant around my medication needs. If I need to go back on sertraline or Prozac or anything like that at any point, then I'll have that conversation with my GP. Right now, I'm happy to see where therapy takes me. And the channel, A Happy Change, is going to remain a place that I talk about mental health, and I'll continue to talk about medication just because I'm not in that space right now. I know plenty of you guys are, so I'm still going to keep that dialogue open and hopefully continue to provide videos that support that. There's videos already done, ready to upload, and there's videos in the pipeline as well that will be uploaded over the next few weeks and months. Thank you as always for all the love via the Facebook group, via Instagram. It's amazing. You can message me anytime you want to check in. Plenty of people do take me up on that offer, and it's been great to chat with so many of you via Instagram recently. I cannot wait to see what 2021 has in store for you and for me. My name is Alex. This was A Happy Change. I will see you next time. Peace.